What happened when the HOA tried to control one family's property, a family that loved their home? For most families in the neighborhood, the houses were just investments. But for us, the house was something more. It was where birthdays were celebrated, where kids learned to ride their bikes, where family dinners lasted late into the night. We didn't just live there, we built memories there. But apparently, the HOA had other plans. The HOA's first complaint, the first letter, arrived on a Monday morning, a simple envelope taped to the front door. Inside was a notice from the HOA. It claimed our property was violating community guidelines. The issue: our backyard garden, rows of vegetables, tomatoes, peppers, beans growing along wooden supports. To us, it was a family project. To the HOA, it was unsightly agriculture. Karen steps in soon after the letter came. A visit. Karen, the HOA president, walked up our driveway holding a clipboard. She didn't greet us. She didn't smile. Instead, she immediately pointed toward the backyard. That garden violates HOA landscaping standards. My father calmly explained that the garden was on our private property. Karen didn't seem to care. She said the neighborhood needed to maintain a consistent appearance. The family refuses. Removing the garden wasn't an option. It was something our whole family worked on together. The kids watered the plants. Mom harvested vegetables for dinner. Dad built the wooden frames himself, so we politely refused. And that's when the real problem started. The HOA escalates. More letters arrived. Then fines. Then warnings that the HOA might take legal action. According to Karen, the garden lowered property values. Neighbors started hearing about the situation. Some supported the HOA, others thought the whole thing was ridiculous. But Karen was determined to win. The unexpected support: one afternoon, something surprising happened. A neighbor knocked on our door, then another. Soon, several families gathered in our yard. They weren't there to complain, they were there to support us. One neighbor said something simple but powerful: if they can control your backyard, they can control ours too. That changed everything. The next HOA meeting was packed. More homeowners showed up than usual. Karen stood at the front, ready to enforce the rules. She started explaining why the garden had to be removed, but this time people pushed back. Neighbors spoke up. Some even admitted they liked the idea of home gardens. Karen wasn't expecting resistance. The turning point: one homeowner asked a simple question: where exactly does the HOA agreement ban backyard gardens? Karen searched through her papers, but the answer wasn't there, because the rule didn't exist. The fines and warnings were based on interpretation. And the room quickly realized that Karen loses control. The meeting shifted quickly. Instead of questioning our family, neighbors started questioning Karen. Why were fines issued without clear rules? Why were homeowners threatened over something harmless? Karen struggled to respond for the first time since becoming HOA president. She looked unsure. The final decision: by the end of the meeting, the board agreed on something unexpected. The fines were cancelled, and a new rule was written. Backyard gardens were officially allowed, as long as they stayed within property lines. Our family didn't just keep the garden, we accidentally changed the neighborhood rules. What happened after? Over the next few months, something amazing happened. More gardens appeared: vegetables, flowers, fruit trees. The neighborhood slowly transformed. What once looked like identical houses now had personality. And our small backyard garden started it all. Karen never mentioned the issue again. What would you do if an HOA tried to control something on your private property like this? How would you respond? Would you remove it to avoid problems, fight the rule, or gather support from neighbors? Comment below and tell me what you would do. And don't forget to write your city and country in the comments. If you enjoy stories like this, like the video and subscribe for more unbelievable HOA stories. And I'll see you in the next video.